Hi, this is Dave West from Wipeout Enterprises. I want to talk about a new part that we're going to release. We've redesigned the water manifold that we sell for the internationals, where we take two of these manifolds, tie them together, got a hose here, lots of connections, lots of parts that go into it to build this assembly. And we've redesigned it into this part. 14 ports. On the end, we have an O-ring assembly, and the Simpson water valve will bolt right here. No connections for the water valve, just an O-ring. This will either mount onto the bracket that we have for the international, or you can buy just this part as it stands. We'll also go into how we tested the part to make sure it's hydrostatically tested and pressurized. There were some concerns on the design that with these two bolts being off-centered, that the Simpson water valve would cantilever and cause a leak. So we'll get into the hydrostat testing here shortly. So this is the complete assembly with the Simpson water valve attached, all the fittings, and the international bracket. And as we said before, you can buy this water manifold separately. You can just buy the water manifold. And of course, you can buy the Simpson valve from us. But a couple things that we did to qualify this part was there's two iterations of it. We lightened the part up after the first design, and then we wanted to do hydrostat testing. And we'll get into hydrostat testing here shortly. But from the hydrostat testing, we learned that this water valve with the two bolts that it comes with, it tends to cantilever and it will cause a leak. So what we did, we add this reinforcement plate to it. And now you have 4 bolts holding the water valve against the manifold. I'll show you a little bit about. So we add this plate to it to give it more strength and a higher failure pressure. And we'll get into hydrostatic how we do that. And then you can also buy the bracket in the manifold, or you can just buy the water manifold, which is colorblind, and it'll work on anything. All right, let's talk about hydrostat testing. How we tested the part to make sure it's a good piece, good design, robust design before we send it out to you, the customer. So hydrostat testing is we pressurize it with hydraulic oil, because hydraulic oil is only 0.5% compressible for 1,000 psi. So it's a lot safer than using air. Plus, we can get up to a lot higher pressure. We take our manifold. We made a block that simulates the Simpson water valve, same size dimensionally. So we got a block on the end of it, the Simpson water valve. And then we got a power unit, manual hydraulic pump. We fill everything up with oil. Got a gauge here that's got a telltale dial on it. And we started it at 1,000 psi, held that for a minute, and we went up 100 psi increments every minute until it either started leaking or we had a failure. With the 4-bolt design, where we have 2 bolts here and the extra 2 bolts here, that was over 5,000 psi, and we did not fail the part. So we was well beyond our safety factor, and we just quit testing. With the 2-bolt design, it was quite a bit less. We won't get into where it failed at, because there's some other companies out here making a similar design that's a 2-bolt. But we can say there will be failures on the track with the 2-bolt design. We know the failure was lower. So that's pretty well our testing. Pretty simple testing. Like I said, we just pressurize it with oil, take it to failure. Then we put our 4-bolt design in here, did that. And so you may not think so, but we are doing testing behind the scenes. So we are sending out quality parts.
Today we are testing Wipeout's new water manifold, which we have a aluminum block with 2 bolts holding it on there. This aluminum block is the same as the Simpson water valve. So we're going to do a test on this to just make sure it works properly. We have a gauge for the pressure and pump.
Thank you for watching, and have a blessed day.